Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. So I'm Riza Farheen, developer advocate at Orkes. So we are an orchestration-based company in US, and I'm the employee in Dubai. So today, before going into the hands-on workshop, I thought I'll just give an introduction on the shift towards the Agentic AI. So yeah. So we'll begin with the evolution of AI. So AI started with the traditional method, that is a traditional AI, where you had some rules which is coded and it works based on the rules. And then we moved, I think a few years back, generative AI was in use. And now we are shifting, and the future is in the agentic AI. So in the traditional AI, so it can be considered as like deterministic and narrow. That is, it is some rule-based logic. That is, you code something, if this, then that. So it will work, but it is like brittle because we can't expect a response. That is, the prompt engineering is not coming into play there. So it was like useful for narrow applications like fraud detection or search ranking, but there is like no adaptability or self-improvement. So in order to shift from that, then came the generative AI, where it can create something new. It can understand and generate something new. So it leverages like large pre-trained models like the LLMs. And then I think initially it began with the text generation, that is the ChatGPT. We began with the text generation, but now it has the potential to generate images, videos, codes, and like whatnot. So it is like the prompt engineering came into practice with the generative AI. So what is like prompt? So those are the instructions or the questions that we give to the AI models. And the people who work on these are the prompt engineering. And as you all know, prompt engineering is like one of the prominent industry, like in the role that is currently in the market. So these prompt engineers works on the prompt, and there is like different prompting techniques which we can give to the models. And there is something called fine tuning, which is very important. So you need, like, initially you create the prompt, but you want the response to align with your requirement. So these prompt engineers can work on the prompts, and they can create and fine tune the prompts until that the response is like meeting their expectation. And then what the app developers can do is just plug in this AI prompt into their application. So it is like different teams can collaborate and work together. So the major use cases in the generative AI is like the document summarization, translations, etc. But here also it lacks a goal directed, like it doesn't work towards a goal. For example, you give a single shot prompt and the agent will behave based on the prompt. If we ask something beyond the prompt, it will not behave. So that is something like maybe a pitfall in the generative AI. And then came the agentic AI, which is like goal oriented and context aware. So it's like they operate with a goal, and when the context changes, what happens is the agent can adapt with the change. So we'll show that in the workshop. And also it can connect with external tools, and it will be having that memory capacity. So it can design, reason and act autonomously, and the use cases are the AI interviews, search agents, and but again the agentic AI alone cannot do everything. So there is something missing, that is you need to connect all these agents that is working together to complete the application. So that is what we call the orchestration. So why orchestration is crucial? So we have, as we spoken, we know about different tools, different APIs. So everything come together to complete the application. But these should be like orchestrated or coordinated in a particular manner, and there should be a coordinator or the orchestrator like Orkes Conductor to bring all these work together to complete the scope of your application. So why orchestration is crucial? So without orchestration, the agents become just isolated or unpredictable, and it is very hard to debug, audit or scale. And with orchestration, we can define the sequence, decision logic and the fallback, and we can also track, monitor and govern your workflows, and also connect all these LLMs, APIs and the tools to come together and work as the application. So we are going to show a workshop bringing together the logic, that is the Agentic AI and the orchestration for building an intelligent scalable application. So we have a ready-made example here to show you on the workshop, and maybe going through it you will get more understanding of what the agentic behavior is and the about the AI agents. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So yeah, my name is Shailesh. I'm a staff software engineer in Orkes, mainly working on new features on agentic AI and workflow side. So what is AI, agent basically? So in normal term, we also have in every business, we have an agent. Like let's say insurance, is okay? Yeah. So previously, there used to be an agent which is going to be a human who is trying to follow all the processes, collect all the inputs and come to a decision. And now what we want to introduce is nothing but the AI agent. So your business or any organization has set of rules, set of processes which you follow, and then at the end you give some decision. So for that, we have a workflow which will tell you that the businesses will follow certain steps or regulations or APIs, all those things, and then we will introduce the LLM's task in it, which will help you to get to a certain decision. So that's why we call it as an agentic workflow, because we are introducing workflow which is the normal workflow what you have for your business plus agentic AI. So if you want to see what exactly it is, you will have some kind of input, you will have at the end you will have some kind of output, but in between that you have different kind of executions, you have monitors, you have tools. Whenever we call it the tools, there will be some kind of APIs, some workers, some coding will be involved in it. Sometimes there will be a memory system where you will store your result for short-term memory or long-term memory. Whenever we called as a long-term memory, it will be in a database or somewhere else. Whenever it will be a short-term memory, you can consider as a payment system or something. So in that case, there will be a human introduced. So in all this condition, whenever all these things will come together, it will create a workflow, and then the agents will come in a place which will help your organization to make decisions quickly and automatically. So this is kind of a UI, you can see how it will look like, but how Orkes is using or helping you out is basically your complex interactions, whatever you see in your organization will be shown easily in the diagrammatic format, what you can see, plus the debugging or monitoring. Any workflow or any of the things goes wrong, you will see where it is going exactly wrong, and then you can also try to debug it as per your requirement. Observability and metrics, that is another thing what I am trying to say. The third thing is the security and governance and compliance. There are a lot of models in place right now, or AI tools are also available, but the security governance, this is what I can say Orkes will give you on top of it, because we already provide multi-tenancy support, plus there will be, even in one organization there will be different teams where every different team have their different data, which will be securely put on top of, or maybe in the cloud or in premise, wherever you want to put. This is another some kind of runtime information what we are trying to do. Like as Riza mentioned, there will be a model, there will be a prompt. We will be supporting all different kind of models, plus prompt engineering what you will be providing. The useful feature what we are trying to provide over here is if you can consider a ChatGPT where you can tell them what you exactly want, or you can do the prompt engineering what you want, but You can't provide some kind of inputs what you are getting from your services. Let's say you have a different kind of microservices, which are, you have 3 microservices, let's say, one microservice using input from another microservice, and you want to introduce an LLM or prompt engineering in between that, then Orkes will help you easily introduce those outputs into your prompt engineering and get the flow going. So there will be no human interaction, but your all workflow execution will go smoothly, and these agents will help you to get all kind of decisions using the AI agents. Plus the scaling is one of the thing. Orkes is basically a workflow engine, which is basically an open source, also known as a conductor from Netflix folks. So right now there is a capacity of Orkes to run billions of workflows in a day or in a second also, depending upon what kind of architecture you have. But when you introduce AI agents on top of it, you consider that you have automated all your agent stuff or all your decision capability right away into this workflow, and human interaction has been reduced a lot. So you can get more scalability on the fly whenever you come onto this platform. These are more of a workflow engine things what we are trying to mention, that how can you orchestrate the task, plus there will be a parallel execution, decision making kind of things. You can see on the left hand side that there are if and else condition. You can also mention how your business logic should go through whenever, depending upon the different condition what you are getting. Plus there is error handling or recovery. You can mention monitoring and control, and I've already mentioned about the security. So those are the things you get out of the box when you come onto Orkes platform. These are the different kind of strategies you want to introduce. The third one I would like to emphasize is like, even if I say it is an orchestration, we can introduce human piece in all this kind of orchestration piece. There are sometimes we cannot orchestrate everything. In some places we have to introduce, or we have to take input from a human, and those kind of things have been introduced as a human task, which can be helpful for organization to have an automated workflow using human interaction as well. So this is kind of a generic diagram. What we are trying to show is like every business is currently having a service orchestration using microservices, monolith, or different APIs, DevOps orchestration, data orchestration using big data tools and everything. But now with AI, the AI orchestration can be provided using Orkes platform. This is Conductor. I have already mentioned about this. Orkes has been built on top of Conductor. Conductor is basically an open source material from Netflix. On top of that, we have provided a lot of different features to make this more efficient. Yeah, and when I say or when I show you all these UI things, it is not something that you have to use these UI tools every time. You can also use SDKs. We have different kind of SDKs like Java, Golang, Python, C#, Clojure, and everything. And all of them are Apache licensed. So you can use either SDKs or the UIs to create workflow, to execute the workflow on the fly. This is one of the AI agentic workflow what we are trying to show over here. Basically, we have some kind of LLM agent to understand which kind of call we have. Depending on that dynamic function, the conductor will route your decision, and it will take like the call API to place the order or to get the discount. It will take care of it. These are the multi-agent collaborations. So basically, you can have, it is not something like you have to use specifically, if I talk about OpenAI only. So you don't have to use OpenAI everywhere. Your logic can differ. Like right nowadays, We have OpenAI, we have Cohere, there is from AWS, Azure, all of them models are there. You can introduce any of them in your workflow to get your workflow executed or your business logic to be implemented. Memory for long-running agent. As I mentioned before, it is not something like you give the input and you get the output throughout the one execution flow itself. There can be a scenario where you have to wait for something. Let's consider a scenario where you're going through some kind of e-commerce websites. The people have, a user has put all the items into a cart, but he is waiting for payment to be done. But for that time, we don't have to stop the workflow. The workflow will automatically pause till the payment has been done. Once the payment done, we will signal the task to saying that the task has been completed. It will go further. This is something what I can demo today, what we have built using the Agentic AI on this platform. Some kind of interview tool we have built. So we have created an LLM agent which will ask the interviewer, like normal interview process, what the HR or any technical person will do. He will ask the name, he will ask which coding language you want to use for your code, and then it will start asking the questions. If the interviewee wants some kind of hint, it will provide some kind of hints, and then whenever the interviewee provide the answer to the question, it will consume it, and then at the end it will provide the score right away at the end of the interview. So all this has been done using the Agentic AI. For that, we have used different tools like Google Docs to store the transcript. We have used OpenAI to use or to do the modeling and everything, and different kind of prompt engineering we have done. I'll show you later. So this is something kind of a flow. Basically, a candidate, let's say Jane Doe, is trying to give an interview. Then the backend will initiate the interview. We will collect all the information from the candidate. Then the interview will start. We will ask, let's say, 3 questions. And then at the end of the 3 questions, the AI will provide them documentation about the transcript, what all things have been gone through, because it's some kind of a chat. And it will also right away send an email to a candidate via SendGrid about how their interview was, how was the scoring and everything. This is how the screen looks. I'll show you the real demo. If you guys want to try it out, feel free to scan the code and go ahead. Yeah, I'll show you quickly a demo on this one, then I can have more questions. So yeah, the demo, what I'm going to show, we have also kept it public. You can go, and the repository is basically Awesome Conductor apps under Python. It has been written. It's basically an interview agentic app. Okay. So, okay, there are some prerequisites we need for this. You will see the Conductor server. This is the developer edition, what I am talking about. You can also go and log in and try it out. Here we have different kind of workflows we have built. I'll show you in detail, but first let me finish the demo. For this demo, I'm using 3 different tools. OpenAI API key for the prompts or for the AI models. Then Google authentication, because I want to store the transcript inside the Google Drive. And the third one is the SendGrid API key, because I want to send the emails. So I have already set my environment. Maybe I can restart. So we have written backend in Python. So I've just started my backend, and there will be a UI in Next.js. So This is how the screen will look like. I can show you in the back end, I mean, there is no human interaction going on. When I started, come on. We should see the workflow running. Okay, so I've got the message, that means the workflow is running. Okay, let me just go ahead. So this is one of the message I've received, which is the welcome message. I have to provide my name and preferred language. So if I give some kind of a random coding language, it will ask me to give it again, because I have not given the right one. Those kind of things we have already handled inside the workflow. So if I say Java, okay, so we have to go into the next step where it will ask me to share my email. On this same email, I'll receive the last emails about the result of my test. Okay, now we will start the coding question. So the way how I have written the prompt is basically, I want the question to be shown in the lead code style. So you will see that there will be a question which will mention exactly how they want to be, how they want the answer to be. There will be some kind of inputs, and there will be some kind of a constraints also shown, and these are the methods. I'm not gonna code right now, I'm just saying done. Now I should get, there are 3 questions we have written in the workflow, so it will ask me any 3 questions. Now on the next question, let's see. So you see these workflows are running, from which I'm getting all the inputs on this application. So now I got the second question. Now here, say I'm not getting exactly what I need to do, so I can say, give me some hint. So it should give me some kind of a hint to solve this problem. It's similarly like the lead code, like you have few hints given on the left hand side. So he give me some kind of hints to follow, like sort the array or loop and anything. I'll also say done. And then the last question. Okay, so the interview is complete. It will say that the interview is now complete and thank you for your time. So the interview is completed. Right away I should have received the email. So this is the email I have received, which will say that thank you email, plus we got the evaluation summary right away about the score, the key strength, what I need, and everything. These are not the static value. This is the static one, but these are being generated by AI, AI agents, whatever we have written in the workflow. And there will be another one where it has created a transcript about the chat we did. And in this, the whole thing has been done via workflow. There is no human interaction, and the time required to see or to evaluate the answer or the question answer is also less, and the accuracy is also very good one. So if I just want to show you what exactly has been done, so you can see there are 2 workflows I have created. One is the agentic workflow. I won't go in too deep, but I just want to show you that how the whole process has been put in a workflow, and then how the AI prompts or integration will come in a place. Before going to that, I'll show you the integrations. So I'm using the OpenAI key for this integration, and you can see that I'm using my own key for this integration. plus the models. You can see there is one model being used, which is the GPT-4 mini. And using that model, I've created different kind of AI prompts, which will be then used. One of them is like kind of a thank you email generator. Let me give you quick idea about how they have been used inside this. So this is the main workflow, let's say. Okay, so the way how we have written, the way how normally we code, right? We have different kind of variables. We put it in the start of the code, and as we go forward, we will put the values, and those variables will be used wherever we want it there. And so this is where you get the start time. We want the start time because we want to show that we are not going beyond some certain time limit during the interview. This is where we set the variables we might want for the coding purpose. This is where the welcome message. These are all static things. Till AI agent is not in the place. Wherever you see the task as a LLM text complete, there we will see the AI agent will come in the place where you can see that the LLM provider we have used as OpenAI, and this is the prompt template. So I'll just show you one prompt template, how it will be useful. So what exactly this is doing, using your name and the coding language, depending on that it will move further. That is what we have written. What this do while is doing is like, until user don't give the proper input, don't move to the next step. That is what exactly the whole do while loop is doing. So as I was mentioning, this is what the prompt engineering I was telling. You basically tell your model what you need to do for the given inputs. Now you will see that you're saying, give me, for the given user input, it will be a name and it will be a programming language, but whatever the user is giving you the input, it should be these programming language which you will support. So the code will go through this, AI agents will go through this and give you the proper input. And again, this input cannot be a general text. You want this input to be in some kind of format, so your next step will use it. So in this step, you will see that it will be in a JSON format. So just to give you some idea, you can try this here also just to make sure that your prompt is correct or not. So the one which I gave, right, Shailesh and blah, you can test it out. You will see how the output will be generated. Yeah, so this is, I've created a JSON and this has been generated by this prompt engineering, which will then be used into the further step. So you will see that there is a name is null and language is also null. So it didn't accept what we are trying to give. If I say the correct input, now you should see that so you see the initial step is done. That means it will go out of this for do while loop and go to the next step. The name Shailesh has been picked up and the language has been done as a Java. So the more clear your prompt, the more clear your output will be. And this is more useful. Nowadays in ChatGPT or anything, whatever you type, you will get the answer that, okay, this is the user and this is any coding language, whatever you want to use. But if you want to introduce that in your microservice or in your APIs, you have to have in some certain kind of structured output, and that will be given by these prompts. And the temperature, what I was talking about, these are the temperatures. Right now it has set to 0 because for the given input, I want the exact output has to be given in the exact shape, because that will be used by the next steps. If there is some kind of welcome message, I can put it to 1. Also, there will be some kind of stop words where if user are just playing around with the inputs, they will right away stop by those words. So yeah, that is one thing. So we will move forward. There will be an email message will be sent to a user, or not the user, but the chat, the one which you say, this one. Now there will be another do while loop for email evaluator. If you're not providing a right email in the right format, it will right away it will keep asking the same thing again and again. Now this is where the logic goes. You see there are depending on the switch condition, there is 3, 1, 2 and 3. That means you are asking 3 different questions to a user, and depending on that, whatever the user provides, it will move further. So conditional workflow is provided on this kind of a platform. This is not the only thing. Whenever you say sub workflow, there will be another workflow we have written on top of it, which will help you to put your process. Yeah. So this workflow is basically generating a question. There is also another prompt we have written, and if you want to see the prompt, so this is the prompt with what we are using. Here you will see that I have specifically mentioned that I want lead code style questions. These are the things. Now here also you can also mention if any company, or let's say if any interviewer has his own style or any set of questions, then they can also provide that these are the set of questions, or these are the APIs to which you have to go and use them. Only out of those questions you have to use, you can provide that. It will maybe you just need to introduce one more step here, where you have to provide an API where it will go read all the questions what you have, pass it to this AI prompt, and it will generate a question for you. Now there will be another AI agent sitting who is evaluating your response and then passing that passing that output basically to the next step. These are the simplify, hint and done. When I say hint, I got some kind of hint from my AI agent. This is the step from where I am getting the hint. And once this sub workflow is done, or you can say if you have answered to a question, it will come back to this step and it will move further. And at the end you will see that we are getting all the messages, and we are writing it to a scorecard, we are sending an email, we are storing the transcript in Drive, and at the end we are sending the email and the transcript, and then we say it's done. So this is kind of a demo, I would say. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of things we can add over here, but I would say in few hours I can, this is some kind of idea, right? In few hours I can create this logic and my service is up and running. So that is one kind of ease of usage, you can say, can be given on top of this platform. Plus what I was talking about governance, you can see there are access controls provided to each application, to groups and the users. Those will be also provided to whatever the prompts you are creating. So even if within a single organization, if you are using similar models but different kind of prompts, your data or your model is not getting trained on different kind of inputs you're getting to your product. It can be differentiable, those kind of things.